everyone, welcome to Cybrosys Technologies. In today's video, we'll be discussing about how to manage the vendors in Odoo 19 enterprise version. So let's dive into the purchase module, and from here you can just move on to the orders, and let's see, we have the vendors over here. You can find all the vendors right now, which is available in the database. Now to create a vendor, you can click on new button, and here you can see that we can create the vendor in two ways. It can be either a person or a company, and you can just fill out the details. Now let me consider one of the existing vendor. Let's say the vendor is ReadyMat. And when you just create the vendor, you can see that currently the ReadyMat is a company, and we need to fill out the details such as the mail over here, phone number, as well as the address. And you can see upon moving on to the contact, we can find that this vendor has multiple addresses over here. So you can find that you can just basically use the uh, address and see what type of contact this is. So when you choose Billy Fox over here, you can see that this is simply a contact address of the vendor. Upon moving on to the edit, you can see it's also the simply a contact. If you just want to change it as invoice, you can also just change it as invoice, and you can save it over here. And you can see that we have different addresses. And once it's done, you can just move on to the sales and purchase over here. You can set the buyer over here. Like if you're just buying the item from Michelle Admin, you can just choose a buyer, and you can choose the payment terms, payment method. If you just want to set any payment method, you can just choose that. You can also set one not double line box over here, which is the journal items of this vendor will be summed in the selected box of the one not double line. And you can also set the receipt reminder. This automatically send the confirmation email to the vendor X days before the expected receipt date. Now once it's done, you can move on to the notes and set the the internal notes regarding this vendor. Now, you can also see that when a vendor make any purchases, the purchases will be calculated over here, and all the purchase linked to this vendor will be available right now here. Now, let's move on to the vendor price list, and let's see how can we manage a vendor price list. So in this case, I would like to consider the vendor ReadyMat. So I'll be using vendor ReadyMat over here, and you can choose a vendor product name. So this name will be only available in the system of the vendor. And let's say I would like to consider a particular product, let's say a Questi block screen. So I'll be setting the product code as ABS. Okay. If you want to set any code over here, let's say 001, I'll be using the code, and the delivery lead time will be 1. If it has any variant, we can assign the variant over here, and you can set the quantity. Let's say the quantity is 1, and we are just going to set the unit price as 299, and we are not, yeah, we want to apply a 10% of discount over here, and let me set it. Now, as we just move on to the request for quotation, you can see, you can click on new button, and you can see that when you choose the ReadyMat, you can just get the product which is related to ReadyMat. You can either choose the item from the catalog, and you can see that the products will be showing over here which are available for the vendor ReadyMat, and you can see the items, or you can also just move on to the purchase order, and under add a product you can see that we have the ABS. So when you search for ABS, you can see that the product will be visible over here with the code. We have provided the product code as 001, which will be visible over here. So when you just provide the product item with separate name, then in the vendor, when the vendor is searching for the item, then that name will be visible over here, not the exact product name. But when you just don't specify any product name separately, you can just directly search for the product name and get the product over here. Now we can also just specify a particular product price over here. So currently you can see that we have just given 299 as the price, and we have applied a 10% of discount, and after applying the 10% of discount, and you can see that the price is calculated over there. So as I just enable the field, you can see that we have applied it. So likewise, we can manage with the vendor management in Odoo 19. enterprise version. So that's all for today. If you find this video informative, please do like, share and subscribe our channel. If you want Odoo customization, Odoo implementation and Odoo tutorial videos, feel free to contact Cybrosys, and thank you for watching the video.